Hey everybody, it's Taylor with Boydston Grove, and today we're going to make 3 different projects that make great Christmas gifts. Let's get into it. Our first project is going to be a candlestick holder, and for this we're just going to use a simple 2x2 piece of wood. You can get these pre-cut at the hardware store. They come in about 3-foot lengths, and we're going to get about 2 candle holders out of our piece. The lengths for the candle holder will depend on how tall you want your candles to be. I made my lengths at 6 inches, 4.5 inches, and 3 inches. My pieces were too tall to fit in my drill press, so I mounted them in my bench vise to hold them steady and level. The extra pieces of wood are to keep the vise from marking up my candle holder pieces. I drilled the holes about 1.5 inches deep. I really like using weld bond because it dries clear. For our second gift, we're going to make a pencil holder. I am going to use this cut off piece of a 2x8, but you can use a 2x6, 2x4, whatever you can get your hands on, and then a printout of whatever shape you would like it to be in. You don't have to use a cool hedgehog, but that's what I'm going to use. You can use whatever kind of shape that you want it to be in. After cutting away the excess paper, I use some spray adhesive to stick it to the wood and then use my jigsaw to cut it out. All the details made the cutting take quite longer than I expected, but I think the end result made it worth it. As you can see, this particular sander is very messy, so I opted to move it outside. Our third and final gift project is going to be a napkin holder. Now I'm going to use this 1x material that I have laying around, but you can use 3/4 inch plywood or anything else that you have, or go pick up a small piece of wood at the hardware store. add some extra strength, I put a few screws in the bottom. I wanted to try a transfer technique that I saw using an inkjet printer. So what you do is you take label paper, peel off all of the labels, and then stick the paper into your printer so that the slick side of the paper is what gets printed on. Be very careful once it's printed to not let it touch anything because the ink really doesn't dry on this paper. Then carefully place it where you want it and rub it into place, and voila! Alright, and there you have it. 3 easy projects that make great Christmas gifts. They all came out really nice, but I would have to say my favorite is going to be this napkin holder because of this transfer. It was such an easy process, and that polyurethane really made it pop. I never would have thought I could do that with just my inkjet printer. So just a shout out and a thank you to Steve Ramsey over at Woodworking for Mere Mortals for putting out a little tutorial on how to do this. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. If you want to see all our other projects, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know every time we post a new video. And we would love to hear what you thought of these projects down in the comments below, or if you have pictures of cool projects you're working on over the holidays, please share them with us in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, be safe, and have a great day.